Hello viewers, welcome to Core for Any. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Music apps UI kits need to find out and very beautiful this designs and to this designs need to convert inside the first of all into Flutter's mobile apps, and then after need to create here the native iOS shift UI need to convert here, and this app need to use here the MVVM architecture use, and need to Flutter for use the MVV architectures using the GetX State Management we need to create here. First of all we need to try to create here the complete this design, and after we need to think the develop this backends with the API keys we need to integrate here, and we need to play with players. We need to configurations with the background music play, and we need to create here with background player with the media buttons use here for the Androids and iPhones for the use here the media kits use here, and one by one we need to configure here use the many colors patterns use these themes inside. We need to many colors use here the like 6 to 7 colors use. Two colors are the gradients colors here, the two gradient colors, and other colors are the single colors. Need to all are the configuration inside the app, and some like to set this here, and here use here the circular fonts std font use here the font types use books, medium, bold, and black styles need to use here the font, and here the 21 beautiful screens created for this UI kits, and need to one by one the deploy this create this UI and to create inside the Flutters, and iOS native inside need to convert, but iOS native need to delay for 4 to 5 days working delay work because we need to current sequence are the continue, that's why we need to delay. And let's start. This is a preview for the screens need to look like this display here. First of all this play screen, then after the home screen, and after need to this is the side menu, and this screen are the song screens inside the top inside the categories like playlist, album, artist, genres, not this type the playlist here, and it play here the audio song list here available, playlist inside this created playlist add that would delete, and after the album screen need to display look like the grid view, and need to create here the pop-up menu, and then after need to select particular album detail screen need to open here, this is the screen here, and to play one by one the view inside the play, and we need to create here the this song screen inside the artist here the list out the all artists, and display here the counts of the number of albums and number of song display, and here the menu options, and this menu option to play, next, play, add, playlist, game, queue need to like these options need to give here, and then after artist detail screen inside this at this wall, and this is genres inside the like the type categories. This is the classic, pop, hip hop, rocks. This type need to define here the types, and then after this is the player, this is the players, the full screens, this is the full screen player, and here the small mini players it will set here the you need to create here the globally and single stone object create, and to manage this all things with the parallels we need to use here the audio service no connection with to set here inside this, and with to with calls with the background calling methods need to calls here, and to configures all things need to complete this app develop one by one step by step need to create, and to first of all needs here the complete this UI after need to convert the player, then after need to integrate here the API one by one calls. This is the seek bars, this is play buttons, next, previous, like these buttons are available, and here the playlist buttons need to click here to open this playlist screen, and then after last one is the settings screen here the no more details inside the settings screen available. We need to only create here the this screen and no anything other things need to skip this here. All screen are to develop one by ones native iOS and Flutters inside need to develop here. Let's start. First of all how to download this UI kits. Need to click here to get this, open the these themes we need to open here, and open this, and you can download here to download this theme, and can download here. I have already downloaded this, and these designs are to create Alika Veracons to develop this UI kits, and this is the for create this design. These persons are the created this design, and this is the created here the Alika Veracons. This is the develop this UI kit. Let's start. This is totally pre-available, and with to integrate our project, and one by one to implement these here, and all images are the vectors. And let's start how to write down inside the screen in the Flutters. First of all, need to create here the basic project, and first of all need to open here the XD files, and need to open here and need to zoom out and one by one need to see here the display. This is the play screen, this is home screen, media screen, side menu screen, song, list out here the all screen need to here, and to with image you need to give ears. Need to not get here the similar image you need to, but we need to try for only designs use this contents, and then after need to API through to use here. Need to maybe use here the Spotify pre API. We need to call here to try to get this data here. Let's start to try this here, and one by one the calls this things here to need here. This is the designs, and now need to explain the basic project setups I have created, and need to remove here the unused codes need to remove. And now how to explain the create here the first of all need to create here the asset folder. Inside need to create here the font folders and image folders need to develop fonts. Inside need to put here the circular, SD, black, bold, books, and medium fonts need to put here and to set here. Then after we need to create here the image, and image inside need to put here the users needed icons and images we need to put here. Need to set this here all, and after need to remaining not included here image need to export and import here. And then after we need to write down here the libs folders. This is the main folder. Inside we need to write the all codes. Need to here use here the common structures. We need to use first of all create here the common inside folders. Inside we need to create here the color extraction class, and we need to manage here to themes. First of all we need to write down here the theme colors. We need to set here the focus, unfocus, focus start with the gradient colors, and start colors, end colors. Need to org colors, and primary text 80, primary text 60%, primary text 35%, primary text 80%. Need to set this like themes. And secondary text, then after primary gradient colors to secondary gradient colors, need to gradient colors always need to give here the list colors. This is the main things we need to set this here. And background colors need to set dark color, that's good. And need to write down here the one function for the hex color to set into set the hex color to convert into the color library. Need to write down these functions. We need to define in the available inside the stack flow. Need to copy and paste these codes here, no any issue. If you like this to see here the sometime we need to wait here and to write down here these codes inside the your codes to put this here to set this, and need to share here the this GitHub source into the delay 2 days after. We need to available one by one. We need to video by video need to put this here, and to create to as well is to use. Please prefer to watch full video, and one by one first of all the watch your full video, and then after need to create. And if you any not problematic, so please see the our source codes and to put this here the your codes 100% working these codes, no any issue. If you get issue, so please write down in the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Let's start. And next we need to check here the common widget. This common widget inside the one time we need to create widgets and use here the multiple times. Another escalation need to use here the this is the goods. And then after we need to create here the view. Need to inside to now to create here the two view. First of all the main tab view. Then after we need to create here the home screen. Need to develop here, and need to write down here the play screen codes. Need to write down and crash. Need to write down here the with scaffolds. Need to create state put and to set this all things. And need to if you need here the status bar, so please enable comment these lines to automatic the enables this your status bar here. Now need to disable some status bars, and now need to explain here the some things. Right, and this is the view model controller. Inside need to define here the GetX controllers need to write down here and need to manage here. View inside only write down here the UI related scores, and if you logical scores need to write in the view controllers, and data related need to write inside the view models. Need to define here the new folders as a write down here the models. Inside need to create here the data model. These the models to write down here, and need to set this years. And first of all, we need to here the check here the space. We need to need here some configurations. We need to check first of all give here the set the assets. Inside we need to give here the set folders and do black says to set this copy relative path and paste this here. Copy this relative path and to set like to set this and slash to give here to automatically read this all in images inside this folder. Now need to save, and now need to configure here the fonts family, how to configure inside the custom fonts. First of all, need to create here the assets fonts folders, and then to put here the fonts, and one by one need to copy relative path and to paste this here like here, copy relative path and to paste this like here. The if you bold black, need to use here the block black is at the 8 weights, bolts are the 700, and mediums are them to set here the 500, yeah 600 maybe working goods, but we need to use here the 600 because more bold similar to bold semi bold these fonts, that's why I need to use here the 600 to give. And now need to explain here the main and to set here some configuration need to set here. First of all, need to set here the titles musical players to set here, and now need to do false to set here the debug banners to show here and to set here the false. And then after we to set here the theme. First of all, we need to give here the font family, and then after to scaffold background colors we need to set here the theme data, and we to set here the text themes, we need to set here the body text color, we need to give here the white color primary text, we need to set here, and to this color extension to get this here, and we need to set here the seeds colors, we need to set primary colors, we need to set here, and we need to material themes UI we need to set 3, need to set here the false. And now need to configure here the play screens. This is the basic structures, need to explain here how to work this. And now let's start, need to one by one to create here the UI and to set this here. Now first of all, we need to import here the one library for the GetX, because we need to use here the GetX to state management controls, need to use here, and this is the easy and fastly integrate inside the your and more performance give the efficiency are the goods. That's why I need to use here the GetX test management, not use the providers and blocks. And easy to write this here the like navigation to use the get to your easy to navigate, no need to write down the navigator push, and to give here the material page route need to shortcuts need to available inside the GetX. Let's first of all need to import here the GetX library. We need to find out here the pub devs. Inside we need to write down here the GetX and to use here the this get library. This is the state management and navigation management and dependency management to available here, and need to here some functions are the by default need to use like the snack bars, default dialogues, that's is the use here the commonly use here. First of all, need to put this codes. Now need to use this dependency and need to put this here to write down here and import this package here. Stop this executions, need to run it here, terminate this app. Now packages are importing, and we to set here the configurations for the this UI screens. First of all, need to go inside our the GetX package and to here the get material X get apps for this package get. Now need to set to first of all this change here needs. After need to works here the GetX default functionality use like snack bars, default alerts need to use to require this to set here if you use these parameters. Now need to create here first of all the play screen controllers, so need to after need to give here the create how to create the view controllers and to how to configure inside. First of all, need to develop here the play screens UI. Let's start to run this course here. Again, need to need this app here. Close this. And if you need the more details inside the learn this project, need to start some day after, need to start here the basic tutorials, need to start here the for beginners. One by one need to explain like the variables, create the class dependency, how to import like this. Need to basic into knowledge, need to share here the every day. Few day after, need to start here the letters and native CVP and to explain the details in the controls. Need to explain here. Now need to create here the continue with this UI. Now this is done, and to run this app here, wait for the run this. Now this play screen are the runs here, and now need to go here the need to set this here. First of all, need to write down here the body side, need to enter. Depends here the set here the childs, and write down here the image sets, to set here the app icons, and to set here the width and height. Suppose need to define here the media variables, to write down here the media, and percentage wise need to set this here is equal to media dot query dot size of the context. Need to pass here the text object, set the parameters. Now need to get this media here, and need to set here the write down here with by, and set this here. Now need to give here the app icons, need to set this app icons inside the center. Look like this our the themes. Need to open the XD files. This is play screen. Now need to check here this UI need to create. Then after need to today only create here this bottom tab. This coding need to set here. Now need to copy this relative path and to save here, and this here to font size and to set here the 35. Now just similar need to show here. Now this is the music's icons. Now need to set this. So here the similar. Okay, now and after to write down here the controller for the move automatically the main tab bars. Here the screen to write down here the view controllers, to go inside view controllers and to get here the screen view controllers and to snap it. View model dot and to write down here the using the GetX and GetX controllers need to create here the class. Now need to needs first of all the different and to write down here the play screen slash view models, and now to extend it the GetX controller. Use this here get use this import this dependency and to now need to define here the final on its now to write down here the options since and to write down here the weight future delay to set here the for times on screen set here durations and now need to set here the 3-second delay. I need to set this here after need to fix these functions and to write down navigate to part like need to material apps need to use here the navigators use here and push the material page routes need to now here the GetX controls to directly to push using the two methods to write down here two methods and page methods and to give here the routes to defines here the main view tabs set this here and to set configurations and to constants need to set this here. Now this is the loading screen need to set this here. Now need to configure inside the play screens need to set this UI need to how to configure this GetX controllers inside the play screen need to see here. First of all need to go inside the view and to select the play screen view and to define here the play screen object need to define here the controller object need to get here flash VM is equal to use here the get put this view controllers inside the and here the also need to import this get library here dependency imports here and now need to set here play screen view models need to view this here and automatically import this text lines here. Now need to set and if you initialize done and set this calls auto to redirections need to set here the UI to write down here and to call the load view call this API. Now need to set these functions and to reload this what reload need to set and to check here the redirect working or not need to check this here. Now 3 seconds after automatically change the screen. Now need to redirects and to change these routes main view need to go here get this here. Now we need to write down here the main view and to create here the bottom tab bars need to develop here one by one step by step to develop here need to set this here. First of all need here the scaffolds inside needed property need to define here. First of all need to write down here TabView controller optionals and write down here the controller. Now set this here and after need to selection flag need to that's why need to use here the select tab variables are inside need to save which tab are the currently opens and to save this here. By default need to set here the 0 that's why need to set here the 0 and now need to initialize this tab bar UI. First of all the initialize these methods and to define here the this first of all need to set here the controllers and is equal to need to pass here the tab controllers and to this here. First of all need to give here the 3 tabs need to develop that's why I need to give here the length are the 3 need to check this UI and here how to work this is the 3 1 2 3 3 tabs that's why I need to give here the 3. If you here the 4 tabs you can generate you can write down here the 4 to create here the 4 tabs and now need to this pass here the these keywords and to extend width we need to write down here the use here the interface here max into interface need to see here and now need to give here the semicolons, and now need to define here the controllers. Listeners need to add here, add listeners, set this here. Now set here. Now need to set here the controllers index, need to give here the current index what is. Now to set this here the set state tab is equal to use here the controller slash indexed here, set this here, and to write down here the set state. Okay, this is the logic here for the this listening here, the which tab currently runs, and to listen if you change to automatically change this here the index and to reset the state. Now this is the logic here, and now need to here write down here the dispose methods and to deinitialize this view control. Dispose, write down here controller dispose and to methods and to write here the question mark, set this here. Now need to create here the scaffold's body, need to write down here the body and to set here the tab view, tab bar view here. To pause need to set here the controllers, to give here the controllers, and then after need to set here the children's, and now need to define containers because we need to now know that screen, so I need 3 controllers, set this here, and this is the depends here, and this work are the done here. Now we need to create here the bottom tab bars, need to develop here, to write down here the bottom side the body, and to write down here the bottom navy bar, use here the bottom app bars, and widgets need to use here, and to write down here the that here child's here the tab bar here, that here the tabs need to here. First of all need to give here the tab, and to give here the text, need to first one is the form, and after need to now need to set here set and to home tab. Now need to set the width 25 and height set here 25. Now need to set here the first of all need to check here the select tab to 0, and the select icons need to paste here. First of all need to find out here home tab, okay, path, paste it here, select icon. Now need to set this here, this tab. Now need to create here the another tabs for the song, and to find out here the song page tab, this here relative path, and this here on select, copy this relative path and to paste this here the select image, and to set here tab 1. Now need to create here the tab 3, and to write down here the setting, and to the setting unselected, to set here the 2. Now need to path and paste this here Now need to save this here and write down here is TabView, and to configure here the controllers, need to give here the controller, and afterwards you need to set here the indicator colors, set here transparent, then after we need to set here the indicator width, and to set here the label color, set here the label styles, use a style, set here the font size, need to check inside the HD file, use here the 10 books, we need to use here the 10 regular, set this here. Then after we need to select here the selected colors, set here color, 80% of the to primary. Next we set this here, and now need to unselect styles, need to set this here. Now need to save and to reload this UI because we need to find already this controller, that's why. Now here you need to set here the backgrounds colors. Now need to set here now to define here set here the color property and the color PG, set this, and to evolutions set here this is not working, here set transparency. Now need to click the container and here the separations, and now set here color PG, and now need to define here the box shadow. Give here the colors black, set here the blur radius, set here the pi, and now need to set here the offset. Write down here the offsets, we need to see here x is equal to 0 and y is equal to -3 here. Now need to display here the shadow and this tab here, working good this here even. Now this tab logics are the done, and to configure it, I have to set this here to write down here the test results. Just need to set here, but only set here the static purchase to write down here the home. Need to set this here, to paste this here. Now need to write down here the setting. Put this here. Setting view here, and now need to songs. Set this here, and to use here the center. Now need to test here the change. Change this here. Now this is the working this tab here, and next video inside need to create here this home screen with the developers, and to continue the next video inside. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. And if you have any question, so please write down in the comment section, so I will help you and sort out your issue. And everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.